today we're at the Leicester Community Center, and we're talking with Glenda Weinert, candidate for Buncombe County District 2 Commissioner, and we're going to answer a couple questions and see what she has to say. Glenda, what got you into politics?
Well, I think probably the first bug was that I really want to serve. I want to help, and I want to work. I've heard many people say in the past that they couldn't be outworked. I truly cannot, and I'm going to work hard for this county. I also believe that there's an old adage for such a time as this, and I believe that because of the state of affairs in our county and for the skill set that I have in financial background, accounting, business ownership, nonprofit, and early education, I bring the most well-rounded background to our commission to serve as a team member with our current commissioners.
I understand you took the county.
Yes, sir.
And, what makes you think that's going to help you put in the county budget?
Well, probably the single most important thing in the job description of a county commissioner is financial oversight and budgetary responsibilities. I think it's hard to not be obvious about it, but probably one of the greatest skill sets an accountant better have is how to do a budget, how to read a budget, and how to have oversight for a budget. And that's where I see my services.
What makes you feel that you have the knowledge to know where we need to spend the money and where we don't need to spend the money?
Well, I think some of that is just from common sense practice, good business practice, good sound financial accounting. I know that you can't spend more than you make. You better know where your revenue comes from, which is from our taxpayers and the fine folks that live in Buncombe County. And then I'm responsible for making sure that we spend it efficiently and effectively. And that's what I want to do.
From a business person's you've been in independent business owners for quite a few years. What do you see that the county can do to help independent business owners further their business and make it easier for them to do business in Buncombe County?
Well, obviously, the less burden that you put on a business owner, the greater their ability to provide jobs and to provide income for the folks that work for them. So I think it's a matter of looking at regulations, looking at cost control, and how do we provide the support that they need with the money that we're asking for out of their tax revenue.
Okay. I know I've talked to you in the past about education, and as business owners, both of us we realize that there's a deficiency in the education system. And I know you're not on the school board, but you can at least pass on our ideas to the school board members and so on. What would you tell them to do with the education system in Buncombe County if you feel it needs fixing?
Well, I think one of the things that I learned from serving on the North Carolina Child Care Commission is it's about open dialogue and conversation. It's about talking with the folks that actually are at the grassroots level of being a teacher in our education system, the families that place their children in our care, and then how do we run the school system from a financial perspective as efficiently as we can. So it's about bringing all of those voices together, looking at the rules and regulations, and looking at what are the outcomes. Are the outcomes where we really want them to be? And if not, then how do we make change to get to the outcomes that we're looking for? And anything, whether that's education or financial oversight, people don't like change, but sometimes you have to be willing to stop, ask questions, spend a lot of time listening, and then figuring out the right direction. It's not about going down the same path all the time and hoping for a different outcome.
Okay. What do you feel about vocational training starting 7th grade?
Well, I think our children don't always understand that there are lots of options available to them. I think we've not always taught them basic skill sets and options. So I think that exposing them to as much as possible and giving them the ability to make good decisions based on where they want to be is always a good idea.
Is there something you would like to say that I haven't thought to ask you?
No, I would just say probably the most important thing is, from my perspective, it's about good common sense leadership. It's about the ability to listen, and it's about the ability to stop long enough to to process what you've learned and try to make the best decisions that you can with that information. Give me the chance, vote for me, District 2, I need you.
Thank you, Glenda.
Yes,
Have
sir.
a good day.